If you're squinting at your iPhone screen right now, this first setting will change everything for you. But here's the thing. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you the one setting that could literally save your life in an emergency. And most iPhone users have no idea it even exists. Look, I get it. You bought this expensive iPhone, but half the time you can barely see what's on the screen. And then your battery dies at the worst possible moments, and you're constantly frustrated trying to find the features that you actually need. Apple doesn't make this stuff obvious. And frankly, out of the box, they assume everyone is 25 years old with perfect eyesight. Well, I'm 50, and I've figured out exactly which settings make the biggest difference for people like us. These aren't complicated tech tricks. They're simple changes that will make your iPhone actually work for you instead of against you. All right, let's start with that text size issue. Go to Settings, then to Display and Brightness, and then Text Size. And you can see right here, if we slide this slider, the text will get larger and smaller. Most people don't even know this exists. But here's the secret. We're not going to stop there. We're going to go back to Settings, then Accessibility, then Display and Text Size, then Larger Text, and we'll turn that on. And now we've got another slider, and you can make this text size huge. Just look at the difference. Your eyes will thank you, and you'll actually enjoy using your phone again instead of constantly squinting. Now, here's something that drives me absolutely crazy. Your iPhone doesn't show you the exact battery percentage in use by default. You're just supposed to guess based on that little battery icon. Let's fix that. We'll go to Settings, then Battery, and then toggle Battery Percentage. Now, look at the status bar. You can see exactly how much battery you have left. No more surprises when your phone suddenly dies. But here's a pro tip most people miss. While you're in battery settings, scroll down and look at the battery health and charging. This tells you if your battery is actually wearing out and needs replacement. If it's below 80%, that's why your battery is struggling to take a normal charge. If these first two settings are making your iPhone experience better, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps drive the channel. I've got 3 more game-changing settings coming up. This next one is huge for productivity. It's the Control Center. You know Control Center, that's what appears when you swipe down from the top right corner. This can be completely customized. Most people don't realize this. So swipe down from the top right corner of your phone, and you'll see Control Center pop up. Hold down on the screen, and then at the bottom, you can tap Add a Control. There are all kinds of things you can add by default, but what I really like about it is you can add custom apps shortcuts. So in this case, I want to add a shortcut for ChatGPT because I find myself using ChatGPT way too often, and I don't want to have to flip through menus to get to it. So I'm just literally going to scroll down to ChatGPT. I'm going to tap on Open ChatGPT, and then once I tap again, you'll see there's a little ChatGPT icon listed here. If I tap that, you'll see it automatically opens ChatGPT. It's so handy to be able to swipe down and just hop back and forth between these different apps. So make sure you spend some time customizing the Control Center. Just remember, you can add a whole slew of third-party app shortcuts. This is incredibly useful. It's been hiding in your phone this entire time. Here's one that will give you some peace of mind. Do not disturb scheduling. Go to Settings and then Focus and choose Do Not Disturb. The first thing we can do in here is we can set a schedule. So you can set a schedule by clicking on Add a Schedule, and you can specify a particular time or a range, for example, 10 to 7, 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., or a location when I arrive at work, or even with an app. When I open a particular app, put it in Do Not Disturb. I could say, when I open YouTube, Do Not Disturb, and it'll automatically block anything coming in. You can allow notifications from people. So in this case, I have my wife and daughter in here, and I can allow calls from favorites and allow repeated calls. This will allow calls from my wife or daughter because they're marked as favorites in my contacts. If a repeated call comes in, and that means a second call comes in from the same person within 3 minutes, that call will ring through because there's a good chance that that call has a level of urgency to it. And this brings me to that life-saving setting I mentioned at the beginning. It's called Medical ID, and it could literally save your life. We'll go to Settings. We'll go down to Health, which you'll find inside of Apps, and go to H, go to Health, Now we'll click on Medical ID. And when we're in Medical ID, you fill this out with your emergency contacts, medical conditions, medications, and allergies. Here's why this matters. If you're unconscious and paramedics find your phone, they can access this information from the lock screen by pressing the emergency button. But here's the part most people miss. You need to make sure that Show When Locked is turned on. Otherwise, this information is useless in an emergency. You can also turn on Share during emergency call. This will automatically share the information that you've listed below with EMS and 911. You can activate emergency SOS by pressing and holding the side button and volume button together for a few seconds. Your phone will automatically call 911 and send your location to your emergency contacts. So there you have it, 5 settings that will transform how you use your iPhone. Bigger text so you can actually see what you're doing, battery percentage so you're never caught off guard, customized control center with tools you'll actually use, do not disturb for better sleep, and medical ID that can save your life. That last one, the medical ID, that's the setting I was talking about at the beginning. Most iPhone users have no idea it exists, but it's one of the most important settings on this list. If you found this helpful, I suggest you watch my previous video about iOS 26 secrets. I cover more hidden features that Apple doesn't really tell you about. Click right here to watch it next. And if you're new here, I'm Matt, and I make tech simple for people who want to get the most out of their devices without complicated jargon. Be sure to subscribe if you want more videos like this one, and I'll see you in the next video.